Now, the purpose of the Bible is to testify of Jesus Christ. The Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, points to Christ.
The Bible is true in a very strange way. What you do as an educated person is sample that structure that constitutes the sum total of the texts of our civilization.
Because if those four things are true, that there's truth, that God exists, that miracles are possible, and the New Testament is reliable enough to let us know that the resurrection occurred, then Christianity is true. Because if Jesus rose from the dead, game over, Christianity is true.
So, what is the food you give to the soul? It is reading the Bible, the Word of God. And I don't care who you are, you cannot live a victorious life if you neglect Bible reading and Bible study.
But what we have at stake here is far more than that. You know, your life depends on this book. So read it.
Pulpit Commentary Exodus chapter 39 verse 1 of the blue, and purple, and scarlet eye. Of the blue, purple, and scarlet thread which had been spun by the women and brought to Moses. See Exodus chapter 35 verse 25. The omission of fine linen seems to be accidental. Cloths of service. See the comment on Exodus chapter 31 verse 10. Verse 3, they did beat the gold into thin plates and out it into wires. This mode of producing gold thread is remarkable, and had not been previously mentioned. Verse 9 for a memorial. Compare Exodus chapter 28 verse 12. Verses 10 through 13 on the probable stones intended. See the comment upon Exodus chapter 28 verses 17 through 20. Verse 16. 2 ounces of gold. Compare Exodus chapter 28 verses 13 and 25. Verse 24 and twined linen. Rather twined, i.e., twisted together. There was no direction to use fine twined linen in making the pomegranates. See Exodus chapter 28 verse 33. Verse 27 coats of fine linen of woven work for Aaron and for his sons. Compare Exodus chapters 27, 29 and 30. Verse 28 a mitre, and goodly bonnets. The mitre for Aaron Exodus chapter 28 verses 37 through 39, the goodly bonnets. Or rather caps for his sons Ibidim 40. The linen breeches, or drawers, were for both Ibidim, 42 and 43. Verse 29 a girdle of fine twined linen, etc. In the directions of Exodus chapter 28 verse 39, this is called simply a girdle of needlework. Verses 30 and 31. The plate of the holy crown. See Exodus chapter 29 verse 6, and compare Exodus chapter 28 verse 36. To fasten it on high. This was not mentioned in the directions, which only ordered that it should be placed in front. Exodus chapter 28 verse 37. Verses 32 through 43. Everything was brought to Moses for his approval, not perhaps all things at once, but each as it was finished, and was judged by him according to the pattern which he had seen upon the mount. Exodus chapter 25. Verse 40 Exodus chapter 26 verse 30, etc. The order observed in the enumeration is nearly, but not quite, the order in which it has been stated that the various things were made. We must suppose that if Moses disapproved of anything, it was rejected. But no disapproval is mentioned. Moses did look upon all the work, and behold, they had done it as the Lord commanded. Accordingly Moses concluded all by blessing them, thereby signifying, not his own approval only, but the divine approval of their diligence and obedience.